All right, everyone. Good evening. My name is Melodie Rodarte. I'm a physician in Arizona. I'm double board certified internal medicine and obesity medicine, which is a fancy word for weight loss, and hold certifications in wound care, hyperbaric medicine, and medical aesthetics. It's all to say I truly enjoy taking care of the whole patient. I love wellness. I'm super excited to be with you this evening and just share a little bit of knowledge and the excitement that I have for these products and this company. I can talk till the cows come home about some of these products, and I'm very passionate about them. And so I'm hoping you'll give me some grace. It's a new slide deck today, and if you know me, I'm a little OCD perfectionist, and I've learned to live in that be imperfectly perfect. No, perfectly imperfect. I'm going to screw it up, but that's what I'm trying to do. So let me share my screen. We'll get started, and we'll get going here. All right. So let me do this as well. I think we're set. Okay. So, the main thing about tonight is, how do we slow down the aging process? How do we keep ourselves healthy and out of the doctor's office? It's a new concept for some. It's a lifestyle for others. And for me, it's definitely the way that I have started to practice since 2005. How could I educate my patients to stay healthy and out of the doctor's office? And 15 years ago, that was a new concept for them. Today, I love that more and more people are partnering up with me, because I feel healthcare is a partnership, wanting to know what can they do to keep themselves healthy, what can they do to slow down the aging process, and how can they maybe avoid the things that are in their family lineage. And so I do want to talk about those items tonight, but I also want to talk about how important LifeVantage has become in my life and in my family's life. I'm truly blessed that just over 5 years ago, I was introduced to this company, and it has opened doors for us. And I am seeing that gratefulness even more and more as I've been able to share this with other people. You don't have to be a physician to do this. You don't have to be in healthcare to do this. What you have to be is passionate about and passionate about able to be in control of your life. And this has been a business opportunity that my husband and I were not sure about initially, and are 110% into it. And we were looking at trying to buy a franchise 5.5 years ago. And I am so glad we did not put that money down, that we looked into this, because it has changed our life as well. So with that, we'll start it here. So we have some disclosures. I will tell you, I am on the medical advisory board of the company. I do not get paid to do that. I actually love being a part of the team where I can teach and educate, because that has been my passion since I got into medicine, and even before, was to teach and educate. And we are going to talk about the compensation plan in this presentation. We're going to talk about the business of this company as well. So that is our disclosure there. There are 4 components that we're going to discuss. The first one is the products and the science, definitely my favorite. Compensation, which I can say is one of my favorites now. Timing, again, it's going to be a favorite, because not all of us get an opportunity to join something at the ground floor, so it's become a favorite. And then the system, which is incredible that we can follow. But hands down, I was looking at this because of the products. So let's kind of start there. So LifeVantage began in a lab with a single question. And it's, is declining health something we have to simply accept as a part of getting older? And I'm going to tell you no, first of all, because we know now that you can change your gene expression. It's called Nutrigenomics, using nutrition. It's also called epigenetics. So in the past, we thought up to 95% of our genes were stuck We couldn't do anything about it. If there's diabetes in your family, you're going to get diabetes. I'm here to tell you that it's not that way. You have about 2 to 3 up to 5% of the genes that you cannot really control. That means 95% of them you can control. And what are you going to do in your life from this point forward? Doesn't matter what you've done in the past. You can clean things up now, starting now and moving forward. And so the first discovery is what I'm talking about. Our genes contain incredible abilities to keep our bodies healthy. We can turn on healthy genes. We can turn off unhealthy genes. And we know these things per evidence-based medicine, which I practice. And that's what I'm going to show you why I get excited about sharing these products, because of the evidence that we have. So our company was first formed to continue this research and to share it with the world. It is a worldwide company. And so back in 2003, the flagship product was being sold, and that's our Protandim NRF2 Synergizer. There was a ABC Primetime Investigative Report that was aired in 2005 because Protandim was creating a buzz. And who doesn't want to listen to John Quinones go in and debunk a company? But instead of debunking this company, we got to watch what happened with his blood work on TV. And it is what really propelled what I'm going to share with you today. If the person who invited you to this webinar did not show you this ABC Primetime Investigative Report, I'm going to go ahead and watch that at the end of this. I'm not going to play it tonight because I want to get through a few more slides and I can talk super fast. So I'm going to slow it down. So after this Primetime Investigative Report aired, major universities and clinical researchers were thinking, oh my gosh, we just got to see John Quinones's blood, his oxidative stress level reduce. And what does that mean? How are we going to be able to use it? So on the right-hand side of this slide, you're going to see some of those universities like Harvard, Colorado State. They were actually at the University of Colorado, the Virginia Commonwealth. These are major universities that were already looking at oxidative stress, and they wanted to know what would happen if they started to research Protandim in those oxidative stress. And so that is where the story begins truly, because all of that validation started to come in because of the research that was done by these major universities. And I love it for me because there are multiple places that I can go to, and I'll show you a slide in a minute on that. But the company, unfortunately, didn't have what I want to say, marketing strategies to get this product out. Once it aired in 2005, they almost went under. And so in 2009, they were able to switch from retail to direct sales. And that means it's word of mouth. It is so much easier for us to explain things that we're going through or explain why we do things, other than kind of looking at a shelf and hoping that the person that is working at, let's say, Sprouts, can explain something to us. I'm not saying that they don't all know something, but sometimes they don't know enough and are able to tell us what to did 15 years ago. It wasn't going to happen. And so it moved into direct sales because we have a story to tell. And for those of us who love sharing, it becomes super easy. And so this is where the beginning of activation really began, is in the early 2000s. And we are still learning about activation. It is not a household term just yet. And that's where the timing piece will come in a little bit. But we want to activate our bodies because we want to slow down that theory of the declining health, the theories of aging. And so the first theory of aging is oxidative stress. It's the rusting of our body, the rusting of our cells. It's when free radicals are released and we can't clean it up. And so oxidative stress starts to increase, and it can have an effect on any one of those organs that you are seeing on the right-hand side of this slide. And so our body is trying to combat oxidative stress. And what we used to do was supplement. We used to use antioxidants. All the tools that we had in our toolbox over, 15, 20 years ago, until activation came about. So what are we trying to do? We want to have a healthier diet. We want to not smoke. I don't always say decrease smoking. I'm like, I want to get you to stop smoking. We want to limit our medication use. So I am a Western physician. I'm a DO, a doctor of osteopathic medicine. I am sure glad that I can prescribe medications, but is it the first thing I go to? No, and it shouldn't be the first thing that you go to either. Pollutants, inactivity, too much activity, that can actually cause oxidative stress as well. Signals, pesticides, herbicides, toxins, alcohol, like everything in moderation can make a difference. But we are an all or none society sometimes. And so unfortunately, we are a high oxidative stress society. And you'll hear me sometimes talk about the SAD diet, the standard American diet. It does not do well for reducing oxidative stress. We have to change our diet. And so our flagship product, NRF2 Protandim, is the switch that is responsible for our bodies releasing their own antioxidants. These antioxidants are more powerful than anything that you can take in, whether orally or IV. That's the incredible part, is our cells have the ability of releasing antioxidants. And the 5 ingredients that make up Protandim NRF2 are milk thistle, bacopa, ashwagandha, green tea, and turmeric. And you might be using some of these because someone told you they were wonderful, but this blend with a patent, able to get the BSCG seal of approval on, get an NSF seal of approval on there, that makes it different than anything else that is out there. And that is why we have so many peer-reviewed studies on it. And the benefits that we see, we are lowering oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days, up to 70% with continued use. That's a human study that we can quote. We are increasing superoxide dismutase, or SE. We are increasing catalase. We are increasing glutathione. If you haven't heard about glutathione lately, you're living under a rock. So it is incredible, incredible antioxidant that our body releases. And we want to support our body's natural detoxification and purification pathway. Our liver, not livers, is incredible. And if we can turn on that detoxification, the sky is the limit. And so we are producing enzymes capable of neutralizing more than 1 million free radicals at a time. That's called activation. It is not called supplementation. And so that is where we look at the true difference between supplementation and activation. Supplementation is eating your fruits and vegetables, taking a vitamin C, and you're neutralizing just 1 free radical at a time. Super important to still do. When you are activating your body's enzymes are more potent than anything that you can ingest, and that's why you're eliminating millions of free radicals every second. So on this statement, I want to make a true clarification here. It says dietary oxidants do not make an impact on oxidative stress or free radical damage in cells to DNA. It can't, what I want it to say is it can't do the same as activating your body, because we want to eat healthy. It is such an important part of how we age, what we ingest. And unfortunately, it's not enough. So we have to learn to activate our body as well. And the NRF2 pathway is incredible at doing that. And so you can see on the right-hand side just what would happen to your oxidative stress as you grow older, and with and without Protandim, what the curves look like. There are over 25 peer-reviewed journal articles. So if you go to pubmed.gov, you'll see that up on there. And if some of you think that it's like reading a foreign language, you can go to Google Scholar to do some research and get synopses of these articles. And so these are major journals, and these are put on by all that research that started in 2005. And you might think, 25 is a lot, and I'm going to tell you 25 is super a lot. It usually supplements, I call them supplements or herbals, they don't even have a peer-reviewed study. They might have a white paper, which is done by the company. The fact that we have over 25 peer-reviewed by multiple universities is absolutely jaw-dropping, and what caught my attention. And so you can see some of the major universities here that went ahead and did the research, and more is coming out every year. And so Washington State University, they're talking about the powerful NRF2, that it is likely to be the most important health promoting in the foreseeable future, NRF2 may well become the most extraordinary breakthrough in the history of medicine. So incredible, this pathway. You will hear about this pathway if you have not heard about it. And if you're on and you're just learning about it, feel blessed that someone shared it with you. I am incredibly blessed that someone wanted me to learn about NRF2 5 years ago. So let's talk about the second theory of aging, and it's mitochondrial dysfunction and mitochondrial decline. Our mitochondria are our powerhouses of the cell, the mighty mitochondria. They make ATP. It powers our cell. But even more than that is it controls the genome. Our mitochondria have to stay healthy. And if they're not healthy, we want them to undergo apoptosis. We want them to die. So healthy mitochondrial biogenesis is keeping them healthy and allowing them to control what's going on in the cell. So unfortunately, the body's production of mitochondria and the ability to stay healthy declines with aging. So what can we do? We can switch on the NRF1 pathway. And so it's another blend of 5 ingredients. You're going to see it right there in the middle: acetylcarnitine, quercetin, grapeseed extract, alpha lipoic acid, and coenzyme Q10. Again, some of these you might have heard about already, but it's that synergistic blend together that has patents, that has a BSCG seal of approval, that has the NSF seal of approval, third party just saying what's on the label is in the bottle. Incredibly important there. And so what are the benefits of having healthy mitochondria and activating our NRF1 pathway? You'll see here on the right hand side, we want to increase cellular ATP energy. We want to improve sleep quality and cellular repair. We want to support cognitive and brain health, a healthy circulatory and cardiovascular system. So what does that all mean? It means we are slowing down the mitochondrial theory of aging. We are helping them stay healthy. The third theory is Sirtuin activity. Sirtuins are new to some. Some of you might be going, okay, this is a third concept that you're telling me that's completely new. You're going to start hearing about Sirtuin activity as well, because a lot of people are understanding what NAD is, especially if you're an elite athlete or in the anti-aging realm. They really talk about NAD, they talk about sirtuins. And so our bodies create waste, and they need a master to say what is going on, what sirtuins need to be turned on. There's 7 that we know, so they can start cleaning up the cell and telling, almost like the foreman, what needs to be done in this cell. And so we want to have healthy sirtuin activity. And so that is what we can do with NAD. So this is 4 ingredients you'll hear in the middle. So tea cream, wasabi, Cuprous nicotine, and olive leaf extract. I'll bet most of you have heard about those, unless you are into in the anti-aging realm, but otherwise maybe you have, and I think that's super cool that you're on this. I'd love to do more. But our NAD is so important. Without NAD, we die. We die quickly. So we need to have an NAD pathway that is constantly replenished so that we can have healthy sirtuin activity. And what does healthy sirtuin activity do? You're going to see on the right-hand side: support healthy longevity, improve mental focus and concentration. Who doesn't want to have a positive mood right now and be motivated? Supports a body's healthy inflammatory response. We need a little bit of inflammation in our life. It's what turns on our cells. We don't want a lot of inflammation in our lives. And so we need to have that balance. And that's what this pathway is doing. We want to maintain healthy cholesterol levels. So cholesterol is not a bad thing. Healthy levels is a very good thing. We need them to protect our cell membrane. You might even be thinking, and hearing about that importance of the cell membrane right now. And so NAD is super important for this. So is healthy mitochondria. So is cleaning up our cell with NRF2 activation and in releasing antioxidants. So what are we doing? We are supporting our cell from so many different pathways. It's not a one size fits all. It's not a one pathway fixes it all. And so this is our Protandem Tri-Synergizer here on the screen: NRF1, NRF2, and NAD. We're decreasing all three theories of the aging process when we use the Tri-Synergizer. And what I love about this company is they put it in bottles as well as little rip aparts. And so some of you, you know, who like to have bottles, you can order it as bottles. Those of you who want it all in a little pack, because you're like, which bottle did I open? It's got it in a little rip apart packet. So I love that you have those options there. And so what are we trying to do here with these products? We are trying to help gene expression. So you're going to see some of the genes there on the bottom. You're going to see the expression with one of the protandems versus the Tri-Synergizer. And what we're trying to do is just help our bodies here, support healthy pathways. Our cells are so incredible. And those are our product pillars. We also have taken that technology and we have put it into some other products. And it's going to be in the next slide. I guess I first have to tell you that we are activating our cells, and they are non-GMO, no artificial colors or flavors or sweeteners. So I love that part. And those of you who want to know how it's made, there's an incredible video showing how we pick those herbs, how they are. We don't do skip lots, which means we make sure one bottle is great and then forget testing the rest of them to make sure that they have the adequate product in there. And so it's incredible the amount of scrutiny we do to make sure our product is incredibly clean, pure, and you are getting what is on the label inside the bottle. So these are the other products that we have. We've taken that NRF2 activation and we've put it into an incredible energy drink called Axio. We've put it into our skincare, our hair care. Those of you who are wanting to have clean skincare and hair care, I love the app called Think Dirty. You can download it for free. You can scan any product. I love that ours are on that, and we score a 0, 1, and 2. That's the best. That means you can use it till the cows come home. And if it scored 12, 10, it's like, get it out of the house. So I love that we have clean products. We have NRF2 activation for our four-legged friends. Our four-legged friends right now are having increased oxidative stress. What are you doing for them? An incredible omega product, sustainable. It doesn't taste like fish oil. It's got vitamin D in it. And then we have physique weight management, which has the prebiotic in there. So you need a prebiotic to help your probiotic. Our probiotic is incredible. We're more than 60% make it through the stomach acid into the small and large intestine, where we need that microbiome to be healthy because it is synthesizing our vitamins, absorbing our nutrients, digesting our food. Our immune system, 80% of it starts in our gut. And then our happy place, our second gut, serotonin, norepinephrine, dopamine. We need a healthy gut. So our prebiotic and our probiotic are incredible. We have a special even this month on that. We have some Mother's Day specials on the skincare regimen, just incredible. And so how you can get started are in these certain packs where you get a little bit of savings, or you can just get one item. You need to just get back to the person who invited you and say, I need a little bit more information on Protandim NRF2 or the Tri-Synergizer. How do these all work together? Just get back to the person who invited you. And we have incredible detailed things that you can read off the website and other videos that you can watch to educate yourself. And it's as simple as just clicking on the website. You click on an item there that you see, and incredible frequently asked questions come up, ingredient pages come up. It is so user-friendly and so easy to use. It's incredible. And so you can even add certain items, it's called a cart, and send it to somebody as they are interested. And then they can put in all of their information. Everything ships for free. That's the neat part. You can do free shipping. You can have control of how you order your product. So let's talk about the second pillar here, compensation. Who doesn't like to get a little reward for talking about something? I know if I tell you about a great book to read, I'm not going to get any royalties off that. So I do enjoy doing this and being able to grow my side hustle, because my first hustle is being a physician. This is my side hustle, and I absolutely love it because it's letting me do more than I would have been able to do alone just as a physician. And so you can get paid weekly as well as monthly by this company. So it's incredibly ingenious to do that, especially in this time frame right now where people are wondering if they're going to have a job tomorrow, if they're going to have a job next week. So how incredible is it to have a side hustle that is paying you, which might even become your full-time job? I'm doing it as a side hustle, but who's not to say that you want to do this as a full-time job? And I know plenty who are doing it, and it's incredible. And so you can get into that profit model through there, the profit mode. And so I'm not going to go through those just yet, because I think I want to get to some of the other parts here. And those of you who are super interested, we can go as deep as you want. And so it is the perfect meld of being able to work from home or anywhere. It is social sharing. Who doesn't love to do that? Share what they're happy and they're excited about. There's a virtual office. There's a minimal business assets. There's no inventory requirements. And you have a personal online store, and you can name it whatever you want to. That's the even better part, is you can come up with a creative name, and that's your shop, that's your online shop. And no matter where you're at, you can share a cart, you can share your website, and you can do this business from anywhere. I loved how my husband and I love traveling. It's killing us that we're not traveling right now, but we've been able to meet people and share this, and it doesn't matter where they live, what continent they're on. So that's the neat part about this. It is truly a business that you can run on your phone or your computer. Timing, that's our third component. So why LifeVantage? I'm going to tell you that the wellness industry, the health and wellness industry, is incredibly booming. For me, it is something that I want to be a part of. And so that's why LifeVantage is for me. And so for some of you who are looking for something that is growing at an exponential rate, and it might be something that you are interested in too, why not look at this? And so there are over 200,000 studies on oxidative stress. And that is incredible, you guys, that it is growing. You can see that curve there. And if you did the same for NAD and mitochondria, you're going to see those curves as well. So we have LifeVantage is giving you so many modalities to be at the front of a curve. And so we want to flip the switch. Our company is based out of Utah. It's called LifeVantage, and it is incredible, you guys. Darren is our CEO. In January, he got to ring the closing NASDAQ bell. I'm going to just kind of go through some of these. Actually, let me go back to, actually, it won't go back. So it will. Look at that. So the closing bell in January, that's incredible that our company got to do that. And we just brought on Erin Brockovich. I got to meet her last year and talk to her. That's incredible for all that she stands for and becoming part of our board. Exciting, just exciting. And we've also won a Stevie Award winner on Best New Product. So are we going somewhere? I'm going to absolutely say yes. This business opportunity is actually one of my favorites too. So everybody goes, oh, what's your favorite? Of course I'm going to talk about products. But this company has not let me down, and it was added to the Russell 3000 index. I will honestly tell you, I had to call my financial advisor and ask if that was a good thing, and she said yes. And we are publicly traded on NASDAQ. So it's super cool to be able to show you all of those little clips here. And we are the front jersey sponsor of Real Salt Lake, and you can see all the markets that we are in as well. So it is truly a global company, and we are a company that loves to give back. We are not about just leaving a legacy. We are about living a legacy. And I don't know if you guys have ever heard those two terms put next to each other, but I think a lot of us have only heard about leaving a legacy. Well, what if you start thinking about living a legacy, like doing things now that make a difference and not just waiting till you pass to make a difference. And so this company goes down to Mexico, builds homes, and does so much more. So many of us in this company have nonprofits that, one, we either support, or two, that we have created. My husband and I started a nonprofit almost 2 years ago, and I am blessed that this company gave us that vision to go for it, that we had a side hustle that could support us starting our own nonprofit. The sky is the limit to what you can do. And that's why I love sharing this slide as well. In the first part, when I first started, I was a little nervous about sharing this slide. I'm going to be honest with you, but I love that because it's a publicly traded company, we have to share our income disclosure statement, and it's there. We can't lie about it. We can't make up numbers. They are there. And we are ranked from a distributor who's just getting started all the way to an executive master Pro 10. And I'm going to highlight a few things. A Pro 3 is on average getting about $600 in commission a month. What does that mean to you? This could be just a simple side hustle where it's paying for your product, your family's product, and maybe just paying for groceries right now too. A Premier Pro 5, bring in about $3,000 a month. That can bring home a parent. That can allow you to not have 2 or 3 jobs. That's incredible, just being able, and you could, a Premier Pro 5 is about 20,000 in volume a month. And then a Pro 7, about 13,000. That is more than a full-time job for a majority of people. And you're doing it when you want to, where you want to, and it's helping the lives of others and their health. So I get so excited about this now, talking about it as well. And so, can you do this? Are you asking yourself right now, can I do this? I'm going to say there is a simple system to follow. Honestly, I thought, I know medicine. I know how to see patients. I'm not sure how I will be able to share this. And I'll tell you, honestly, a lot of people ask me, oh, you just told all your patients about it. And I'm going to tell you, no, I couldn't tell my patients about it in the practice that I was in 5 years ago. And now I have my own practice, and I can definitely share this with my patients because I truly believe they should know about these products. And I stand behind these products 110%. And so there was a system for me to follow. I could learn a new system, and that's how easy it was. If you are coachable, if you like learning, then yes, you can do this. Our company has incredible support, not only for the people who invited you to watch this, but as a company as a whole. It doesn't matter whose team or who invited you. We work together, and because we know together we can make a huge, huge difference than just working alone. So there's 24/7 support. It's an easy to follow system. We teach you to launch, we teach you to learn, and we teach you to lead. And I like to say we are a company of lifting up and teaching leader upon leader upon leader, because a leader can be as simple as being an advocate in your own community to do good. It doesn't need to be you're on a platform, on a stage, and talking to millions of people. It can be, what are you doing in your own neighborhood right now? We meet regularly. There's always training happening at the city level, state level, and global level. And there are incentives, because who doesn't like to get incentives, right? To keep us motivated. And there are so many different support communities. So if you're looking at this going, I think I can do this, I'm going to say, let us talk to you about it, because it is I'm not going to say this whole thing is easy, but there is a system to follow. And so what I would love for you guys to do as you're getting off of this tonight is, one, get back to the person who invited you. I want you to let them know, I'd love to have more information. Let them know, do you want to start some product, and what might be the best products for you to start? Or do you want to be a business builder? Do you want to join our team with us? And I'll tell you, for the month of April, the neat part is we are waiving the $50 starter kit for becoming a business builder with us, becoming part of our team. I've never seen that in the 5 years I've been a part of this company. And it's just a nice way the company helps out during this time. So I love that part. And getting one of those kits is just incredible. I'll tell you, it's kind of like Christmas when you get it in the mail, because you're just so excited to open it up and see what's in there and start using the products and building your own story. These products are for everyone, because it's not meant to just wait till you have a disease and then figure out what you can do. This is meant to support a healthy body, a healthy system, to activate your body so that you can be in control of your own aging process. You can turn on those genes that you need to turn on. You can turn off those genes that you want to turn off, and you can support a healthy gut microbiome. You can support the microbiome on your skin, on your hair. You can help your four-legged friends. I mean, it's just incredible. The type of products that we have are for everyone. The business, you have to answer the question of, is this for you or not? And you know what? Sometimes people start this and then they can't stop talking about it because they're so excited that they have an answer for someone who's trying to slow down the aging process and trying to grab hold of living a healthy lifestyle. So with that, I'm going to say thank you for joining. I hope you learned something new. I hope you hear the passion that I have over this, because like I said, I can talk about this all the time. So with that, I'm going to say thank you. Get back to the person who invited you to this. Watch the ABC Primetime if you have not watched it yet, and have a blessed evening and a wonderful rest of the week. Bye.